Welcome guys to a brand new video. In this video we are going to make my first game. There would be a download link in the description if you wanna try out this game. So without any more talking, let's get into the video. So the first thing I did was creating a character. I used a kinematic body 2D as my character's base node. After coding the base of our character, I started to work on the platform in Photoshop. There is a small issue with the tileset I have created, but we will fix it later on. Here is the player movement in action. Right now it can only move and cannot jump. But after adding the gem, it flies off into the skies. So I increased the gravity a bit, but it still kinda looks fake. So I made the character look towards the mouse all the time, but yeah, it went wrong. It also doesn't make sense on adding such a feature to a platform game like this. So I removed that feature from the game. So let me know, should I add this feature back to the game? After all this, I added some animation to the character, but all the time only the gem animation was working, even if I am walking. So I tried fixing it, but some weird issues came along. Whenever I press the gem key, it would start to fly until I release it. So to fix all the issues, I had to recode everything from scratch. But this time, everything worked fine. I used a code from a YouTube video and I will put a link to that video in the description below. I tried to implement a shooting system for the game by modifying the code, but it's only shoot in one direction. So after taking for some more time, the shooting system was also fixed. The issue was, even if the player flips horizontally, the gun looks in the same direction as before. After that, I added a camera 2D to the player scene, so the camera would always follow the player and doesn't always stays in the same position. After all this, I made a mushroom enemy and a spike and made the player die whenever it touches them. I also made the mushroom enemy die whenever it get hit with the bullet. I also fixed the issue with the platform, and there were a lot more things I want to add to this game, such as health boosters, shooting enemies, and so on. But the next thing I tried was adding a jump pad to the game. I was jumping all the time, so I did some more tweaking. But this time I died whenever I touched the jump pad. I tried to fix the issues, but I failed. So I decided to work on it later on. After this failure, I designed a shooting enemy and a bullet in Photoshop. My idea was the player couldn't kill this enemy as it was just a gun. The enemy couldn't also move. Yeah, makes sense because it's just a gun. So at first the player didn't die when hit with the enemy's bullet, but after a bit more coding, it was also working. I also made so the bullet disappear after a certain amount of time. There were a lot more things I want to add, but now it's time to make the front screen. So I made the title for the game in the Blender. I also downloaded a pixel font style from 1001fonts.com and imported it into Blender. I also added some textures to the text so it could look cool. And here is the front menu with its all glory. The background is just temporary. I would change it to something more beautiful and sensible. I found a cool background image in Google which fits my game. I also created a layout for the post menu. After that, I started coding the post menu. And here is its own action. The pause menu will appear when we click the escape button on the keyboard. I can retry or go back to the home page or even quit the game. After this, I designed health bar. There were 3 life, and if you lose all of them, you die. Normal game mechanics. But it worked in the first try itself, so I was so happy. And now, when you die, a death menu will pop up. After this, I made a health booster so you could regenerate your health. I also designed a key and a portal. You have to find the key and reach the portal alive to go to the next level. This made the gameplay a little more challenging. Now I designed the first level, which is a tutorial level. I added some text here and there, but there was a bug with the coins. Whenever you touch it, it hurts you. I did a temporary fix for this, but I have to find more effective way to fix this. After this, I designed level 2 and 3, but there was something missing there. There were no sounds. So I made some sound designs using Audacity. This was really fun than I thought. I also made some music using the software called Guyzz. I will put a link in the description to download this software if you want to try out that. And here's a small gameplay with the sound. And in the same time, GMTK Game Jam 2020 was hosted. I also participated in the jam, but I forgot to record those clips. So yeah, no video for that. The game was made in the last hours because the first game I created for the jam doesn't match with the theme of the jam. So the game is not that fun to play, but still I will put a link in the description. After that, I made my last level, did some more bug fixing, fixed the issue with the coins, and also added the jump pad only in the 4th level and made an end screen for the game. So this was my first game. Let me know what you think about this game in the comment section. And we will see in my next video. Bye. And yeah, this was my first video too, so give me some advice on how can I improve my videos too.